Hey YouTube, it's Mrlubufu, and I am here with an M13 draft. In fact, my first ever M13 draft, online or in paper. So, I know what cards are good and not, so it's not like I'm completely blind to this format, but it's always, a thrilling experience to do it yourself. Here, this is an interesting pack where we can rare draft the Master of the Pearl Trident, which is, not horrible. Against blue decks, it's actually pretty rough if you have things like Scroll Thief. Duskdale Worm's really big. Primal Hunt Beast is pretty good. Rummaging Goblin's okay. Archaeomancer's been a surprise for me. Unfortunately, the card I want to take and the card I will be taking is Sleep. And the fact that it's blue with these other three blue cards is a little bit unfortunate if the person to our left rare drafts this Master of the Pearl Trident and thinks blue is open. But Sleep is just absolutely nutty. It's blue's version of Oberon, and it's just extremely powerful. You just have to have a board presence to take advantage of it. And here, the pick is pretty easy. Blue, we have arguably the best blue common, which is Unsummon. People don't know that. We've got a Servant of Nephrox, which is powerful. Primal Hunt Beast, but O-Ring is, well, O-Ring. Blue-white's a good color combination. Maybe we table, I'm not sure what sort of deck we're going to be playing, whether it be control or aggro. Sleep is always better in an aggro deck. Does this have a typo in... Oh. Okay, so this card does not have a typo on it, which is funny. Okay, anyway, let's look. So we have a Johnny Sunstriker, which is okay. Rise from the Grave is the most powerful card. So it's either take a Sunstriker or take a Rise from the Grave. Black-White Exalted's also not bad. Angelic Benediction's okay. You have to have the deck to support it, though. Tricks of the Trade's also fine if you have good creatures you want to get in there. I think I'm not going to commit to my first pick quite yet. I'm going to take this Rise from the Grave and keep my options as open as possible. Oh, naturally, I'm going to draft Battle of Wits. No, I'm not going to draft Battle of Wits. Here we have Captain's Call, Prized Elephant, if we were white-green, or Unsummon. I think I'm going to take this Captain's Call. It's the safest of them. Prized Elephant's also quite good if you're white-green, but otherwise it's not that impressive. So I'll take the Captain's Call. Solid card. Here we get either a Divine Verdict or another Captain's Call. So it looks like blue's been cut pretty hard. So we may not be able to take advantage of this Sleep because pack 2, maybe the guy to our left, is in blue because of that Master of the Pearl Trident. We'll see when our original pack gets back. I think the pick is another Captain's Call. We can build some sort of token swarm deck. And I think that's rather what I'd build, something like this. Maybe not like Black-White Exalted, but having all sorts of creatures to just overwhelm them and hopefully take advantage of this Sleep. Interesting. We have a Scroll Thief and an Unsummon. I think here I'm going to take this Unsummon. This is a tough one. Actually, I'm going to see if any of the other Unsummons table. I've noticed in M13, very few people know that Unsummon's insane. Show of Valor is also the best combat trick, but I think I'm going to take a Scroll Thief. And then start taking Unsummons as they show up. Yeah. So blue is somewhat open. The package is empty. We have the blue removal spell in Essence Scatter. Also red with Volcanic Strike and the Dragon Hatchling. But Essence Scatter is actually just the nuts. Okay, here. Nothing insane. Goblin Battle Jester is good if you're, a red aggro deck. Elixir is always a fun one. It's either Elixir or Tricks of the Trade, which is good with Scroll Thief. Not quite with Captain's Call. I think a Tricks will table. I'll take this Elixir of Immortality. Wow. So our original pack, all of the blue is gone. Just all of it. I think for us we get the Safe Passage. Not the best card in the world, but it's important to know. So blue is getting cut pretty hard. Or not. Okay. Well, we have a Kratos command, if we want to be red. Here we get an Unsummon. I don't think we're aggro enough to do Welcome Turn. I really want an Unsummon. Here, I guess I'll just take the best card in the pack, which is Krenko's Command. And I'll take a Negate. I'll take a Negate for the sideboard. Take a Blood Reckoning, because that actually just does beat some decks. Take a Phyrexian Hulk, and whatever land they choose to leave us. Okay, so right now we sort of have a blue-white thing. I mean, we have O-Ring, Sleep, and a couple of cards to support it. Hopefully we just open Sublime Archangel, and then it makes my job really easy. I may actually play the Safe Passage, we'll see. But right now it looks like some sort of blue-white tempo deck, maybe, is where we want to go. This is not a good pack for us. Because we have a Yeva, who is really good. See, if I had more of those prize elephants, I would consider it. Otherwise, we get a Guardians of Akrasa. Arms Dealer is also insane if you're red. Yeah, I mean, if we want to win, Guardians is the way to go. We're not going to rare draft, so Harbor Serpent may be the card that tables that we get, but not the best card for our deck, I would also like to point out. Okay, here. Downpour's fine, Divine Verdict's fine, Battleflight Eagle is also, you know, decent. Right now, our deck, what do we want? We have 2 real creatures. I'm gonna hide this Krenko's Command. We have 2 creatures, so we're gonna need a few more of them. We could go to Jace's Phantasm Mind Sculpt, probably not. I think I'm just gonna take the removal spell with Divine Verdict. We'll see. Well, hopefully that Eagle tables, probably not. Ooh, we get the best blue-white card at least in Arctic Haven. There's also Water Courser, Fairy Invaders, and Crust that I would hope to table, but Arctic Haven's actually just the best card. There's also an Essence Drain, but this card is real good. Here, I think I'm going to take... This is interesting. Cleaver Riot is the over one for red. Windrake's just a 2/2 flyer, which is not that good. I think I'd rather have an Aven Squire. Start changing it to some sort of blue-white flyer, aggro, exalted deck sort of thing. Yeah, I think I'll take the Aven Squire. So we're going to go a little bit more on the aggressive side. Let's cost sort. Okay. So, what do we have? I don't want to take Merfolk. Probably want to take this Unsummon. It's either that or Pillarfield Ox or Guardian Lands. Guardian Lands I don't even consider. I think I'm just going to take another Unsummon. I like tempo. Unsummon's very good in this format. With so many enchantments going around, having the ability to just bounce things and take advantage of Scroll Thief, Aven Squire, Arctic Haven seems like a good thing. Okay. However you want to pronounce it, it's too slow for this format. We have either Kraken, Hatchling if want to be defensive, Jace's Phantasm, or the pick is, for us, Divination. Drawing cards, filling back up our hands good. Playtest Spore is also going to be quite good, but Divination's the only one for us in our colors. Yep. I'm so glad I got this Arctic Haven. This card is real good. Can just, in a race, can put games away, put you so out of reach. And combined with Guardians or Aven Squire. Okay. Here I think we get a War Priest of Thune. It's a 2/2. It's a lot better than a 1/1 first strike. Slumbering Dragon's also not bad, but since we already have double Unsummon, I'm not scared of it. So I'm going to take a War Priest. Good sideboard card. And here we get either a Vildalkin Entrancer or Tricks of the Trade. I think I'm actually going to take the Tricks of the Trade. I want to have one of these if we're playing some sort of thing with Scroll Thief or Arctic Haven. And I think I'd rather get the damage and then play a slower Dirtly deck. Yeah, Essence Scatter does better and Unsummon does better with Entrancer, but I think I'll take one Tricks of the Trade. And here's our original pack where Markplunk is actually really good if you're dedicated in aggro. And I think I'd rather hate that away, then I'd take a Harbor Serpent, because Harbor Serpent's not gonna do much for us. Here we get a Pillar Feudalox. A 2/4 is actually not atrocious in this format. It gums up the ground, and against some decks it's hard to get by. Not the Exalted deck, of course, but here, so the two good blue cards we wanted didn't table. I guess I'll just take a Rewind. There's not much we can actually use with this Rewind, which is important. I'm gonna hate this Cleaver Riot every day of the week. This card is real good. Guess I'll take a Merfolk. Why not? And an Angel's Mercy with the older school art, not the one from Avacyn Restored. Okay. I may want to. I don't think I want to play this Cleaver Riot. As much as I love splashing, and I love splashing. Okay, here, what do we have? We have Ring of Evosile, which is good with, what do we have? Scroll Thief and Arctic Haven, at least. So that's it. So we don't have that many blue cards. Augur of Bolas fetches us, or could get us, a ton of things. So it's something I'm considering. Hellion Crucible is also very powerful. Or Fairy Invaders. I think since we only have 6 creatures, I want a cheaper guy, an Augur of Bolas. Yeah, we have double Captain's Call, but I want more creatures to take advantage of what we have. So I'm going to take an Augur of Bolas. Well, we get a Griffin Protector. This card is really powerful. At first I saw a ring, I saw another Rise, a Ring, a Redirect. I said, oh, those are all fun cards. But Griffin Protector is actually just really, really, really good. Here we can get, what? Another Captain's Call, or I think I'm going to take the Battleflight Eagle this time. It's the same Battleflight Eagle Divine Verdict Captain's Call pick that we've had before, but this time I'd rather have a little bit of a later creature. And here, it's either another Scroll Thief, or the card I'm going to take is Attended Knight. Yeva's Force Mage is good, Spike Elf is okay, but Attended Knight's really good, and gets in there early. Does well with like turn 2 Avensquire, Attended Knight. Hopefully the Sleep wins this game. Probably not going to play this Cleaver Riot, by the way. So now it's just a matter of picking up better cards. Like, I don't want to play this Rewind. Don't want to play this Safe Passage. But we still got the rest of the pack to make do. Okay. Chronometon's not that bad if you give it time to build up. A turn 1 Chronometon's not bad. I think the pick for us is going to be a Johnny Sunstriker. It's either that or Welkin Turn. Which is also not a bad one. But I think I'd rather have the Sunstriker. It's done me justice in the past, and it with like Tricks of the Trades also pretty good. Here we get a Water Courser. Another good guy to gum up the ground, and is a decent attacker if they have no blockers. Arbor Elf is good in green, but that ship sailed long ago. Oh, of course I'm going to take Dora Nothingness. Duh! No, we have either Downpour or Show of Valor. Or another Water Courser. I think I'm going to take the Downpour. It's a mini sleep. And could be pretty good. I think Downpour is the pick for what we want. So we can either take an Erase in case we ever face a Rancor, or a Courtly Provocateur, which does not seem that bad. Yeah, I think I'll take the Courtly Provocateur. Why not? Here, it's either another Rewind or a Mind Sculpt. I don't want to take another Rewind, but I guess I will. Something to consider if we're playing against some sort of slow Durley deck, we can take it. Here it's either Divination or Veldalkin Entrancer. I think I'll take another Divination. I like Divination a lot in this format. If the games aren't insanely fast, which since we have like Augur of Bolas, Guardians of Across, like we've got a slower deck that eventually is supposed to get in there with either Sleep or Downpour or something like that. I always liked Scroll Thief. It's not that good in this format compared to other times. Here, I guess I'll take another Elixir of Immortality. It'll be a sideboard one. I want to play one main deck. I'm going to hide this Negate. Probably hide the Safe Passage as well. Even though it always seems to blow me out once every sealed or event that I've been in. Guess I'll take a 2/2 for 2. I mean, I don't want a 2/2 for 2. So just take I'll take a Fog in case people want to consider playing it main board. I hate Fog. Yes, Rummaging Goblin is arguably better. I'll take a Harbor Serpent to put in against if there's blue. Whoop. There we go. Captain's Calls are pretty nice. Someone wants an Angel's Mercy, they can have it. Okay, I'm glad we were able to pick up double Unsummon, even though there were considerably more wandering around. Yeah, it seems like we did okay. Didn't rare draft at all, which means we didn't get a Sublime Archangel or anything like that, but I'm okay with that. Finally get to try this card out too. Whoop. Whoa, okay. There we go. A little scared I just broke it. Oh, Magic Online. Anyway, we want to play double Unsummon, Augur Bolus, Essence Scatter, Save the Negate, Downpour, Arctic Haven, Courtly, Double Divination, Scroll Thief, Water Courser. I want to play this Tricks of the Trade. It offers a pretty quick clock. It's like the Sleep. Haven Squire, I'll bring in the War Priest main board, a Johnny Sunstriker, Attended Knight, Guardians, O-Ring, Captains, call both of them, Divine Verdict, Griffin Protector, and Battleflight Eagle. Oh, then we're already one card too many, so let's look at our mana costs. We have to cut one card. I think it's going to be the Courtly Provocateur. I'm not exactly sure how good this is. It seems fine, but I'd rather not risk it right away. I also want to play one Elixir main board, but I'm not sure what I would cut for it. I would probably cut this thing, but I'd rather have another body. So I guess we'll go with that. Let's see how. Is it going to be what? 10-7 or 11-6? 9-8. I guess we do want to hit Sunstriker earlier, but there's no other reason not to. I mean, the only double cost we have is Sleep, so a balance seems fine as well. Da-da-da! There we go. Looks like that's going to be our deck. Thank you for watching.